Hi, just wanted to share some stuff with my discourse community, which happens to be one of the largest online communities in the world. That is the community for League of Legends, the largest and most played video game in the world. To help everyone out, I feel like I should probably explain the game a bit. So right here we have the basic map of the game. It's a perfect square and with two identical sides. And the next thing, here we have the two teams, the blue team and the purple team. The goal is to defeat the other one. You're either on blue or purple. Okay, the first lane we'll talk about is the top lane. That's where one champion will fight for each side, and it's usually just an all-out brawl. Next is the mid lane, where it's usually some more ranged champions or people using some form of magic, and it's a bit more passive. And then there's the bottom lane, otherwise known as bot, where you will usually have two different champions laning there. One that'll do a lot of damage and one that will support the other by healing or helping with the kills. The last position, that's a little bit more difficult to explain, I think, would be the jungle. So that's the whole area in between each of the three established lanes. What happens there, there's one champion who will just roam through there and kill the little monsters in there, just helping level up without having to take any of the minions from within the wave. These characters then jump out into other lanes to help assist or take some kills. So getting towards our final goal, which I'll get into, we have to go through turrets. Here marked with these red squares are the outer turrets. There's two sets of turrets to get into the opponent's base. These outers are not as strong as some of the ones near the inside, but they can definitely do a lot of damage early on, and they're very dangerous, so you don't want to get close. Next are the inner turrets marked with these next set of red squares. They're very painful, and you're usually going to need a good amount of the team to take one down earlier in the game. Next are the inhibitor turrets and the inhibitors. They're one of the main goals in defeating your opponents. Once you destroy one, a lot of your minions in the wave will become much stronger, making it easier to push out a victory. But taking them down is hard because there's a strong turret guarding them, and you're right in the base, so the enemies are always close. Once you've destroyed all them, and if you're doing well enough, you'll probably win the game. So you want to go to the Nexus, marked here with this huge crosshairs. It's a very strong building with a lot of health, and it has two extremely strong turrets surrounding it. It's very difficult to kill, so it usually waits till to a very late game to be able to destroy it. And that's how you reach a victory, if you're so lucky.
Defeat.
Okay, so here's some gameplay I recorded to help you get a better idea of what's going on. What? I never said I was any good. League has been growing extensively since its creation just a little over 4 years ago. Every single year, a world championship is held for that quote-unquote season. As we can see through these pictures, the size of this world championship and the following has grown so much from just this season one right here is just, held in a small convention center or something with a very few amount of visitors and watchers. Whereas in the second season, you see we're now in an arena. Season 3 is in like a gigantic arena. Season 4 is in one of the largest arenas in the world, created originally for the World Cup. And then even more than that, for this year's World Championship held just last month, Imagine Dragons was actually hired to write a song specifically for the game and the World Championship. Here's a little bit of that now. Here we are, don't turn away now. We are the warriors that built this town. The competitions like the World Championship here are taken very seriously, with a full announcer desk and complete analyzation of every game, just like a regular sport you'd watch on TV today.
Many
because of
mistakes on
the
both
number
sides.
of the mistakes on both sides. In your opinion, looking at the plays, looking at them with the individual mistakes and skill shots, is that nerves? Is that just mistiming, miscalculating? I mean, what would your opinion be if it was your team that had done that the cause of the problem?
My team was at All-Stars, and they missed the shots. Probably wake up.
As any good discourse community should, the League of Legends community really likes to communicate. You know, that's what makes it a real discourse community. The main way they do that is through the internet, more specifically through Reddit. The League of Legends subreddit is one of the most popular areas on the Reddit website, which is already a very popular forum and message board throughout the internet. It's on this site where you see a lot of different people that are just players, whether they're the pros or they're just amateurs, talking about anything in the game from strategy to upcoming design. They usually even commonly talk with the creators of the game and really collaborate to make the game exactly how they want. That's what I think makes this community a bit more different and special than some of the regular things you might see in a game. So basically, that's League of Legends. You should definitely give it a try if you got the time.